Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is was Bhaskar and you're watching the Bhaskar Talks. So today I thought of speaking about loneliness. Loneliness is something that can either make you feel very devastated with yourself, or it can become so much addicted that you fall in love with it. There can be two category of person: people who are very much party freak, who have lot of friends, who have lot of companies. They are generally the person who has plenty of reason to feel very much into something. They have plenty of reason to actually vibe their feelings. They have plenty of reason or person to entertain them. But people like me, who is an ambivert, who lost most of his friends, who have only two-person to talk, that is his father and mother, who don't really like talking to other person because he has actually felt that talking to other people makes him feel more lonely than what he actually is. So people like me, what should they do? They are kind of thoda sa depressed. They are kind of feeling the anxiety to fit in. They are kind of feeling the vibe of left out. But what should we do? So I actually took some time. Instead of feeling sympathetic towards myself, instead of feeling very bad and sad about myself, I told myself, what can I actually do to make myself feel better? Then I ended up, you know what, I end up with this. Yes, this is a diary. So actually I during my class 12 I started to write, and but in the middle, due to some reason or the other, I stopped writing. But then when I felt that, okay, I don't have any friends, I don't have any people to talk to, how many hours will I rely on phone stalking the Instagram profile? And you know what, stalking Instagram profile and seeing other status make you feel more anxious, make you feel more left out. So I told myself, okay, this is the call. I should use my cell phone, I should use my social media account only for the specific reason which can actually entertain me, which can actually help me to learn something, which can actually help me to gain a bit of knowledge and wisdom. So this was my point I made at that time. And as I said, I showed you my diary. So I started to write about how I feel. I started to write about some poems. I started to write about some songs lines. And then I was feeling okay. Now I feel that actually while writing something, I'm actually feeling that I'm talking to someone. I don't rely on other people to actually talk to me. I have a whole new world that I actually created through my writing. And you know, this is the best part when you have this art of writing, that you don't rely on anything, you don't rely on people, or you don't rely on circumstances and environment. You have a whole world in your head which you can actually utilize, which you can actually bring out and create a different zone where you feel entertained, you feel that you fit in, you feel that yes, this is the place I am the king. I know it can sound a bit stupid for people who don't understand this kind of feeling, but people who write, but people who are interested in reading, or who actually love books and love writings, they can relate, I guess, because writing is such a therapeutic thing. And I'm very much blessed that God has gifted me with a little bit of this. I am not a great writer, although, but I write for myself, and it is very much helping me. And for you guys who are in this scenario like me, if it's not writing, it can be anything else. Like beside writing, I love to cook. So cooking is something that helps me to feel better. When I cook and see some smile and appreciation from my parents, it gives me an internal satisfaction. It gives me joy and happiness. And lately I understood that um, people changes, circumstances happen, environment shifts, but you have to be persistent with yourself. You have to be honest with yourself. You have to take yourself with patience. You have to be kind to yourself. You have to love yourself. You have to believe in yourself. You have to take care of yourself. You have to nurture yourself. You have to. There is no other alternative to that. A person who takes care of himself, a person who loves himself the most, is the person that can actually overcome from any circumstances, can actually overcome from any scenarios where he may feel that he is a failure. The definition of failure can vary from person to person. Similarly, the definition of loneliness can vary from person to person. A person can have everything but still he can feel lonely, and I was at that place once. Yeah, I had everything, but I still couldn't connect to people. But one thing I understood, that I can't be someone else to fit in any group. I can't be someone else to fit others' wants and desire. I can't be sorry for something to satisfy others' ego. I can't be something out of which I have to be disappointed of myself. So this can be another reason that satisfying other at the cost of your own happiness, your own peace, can also cost you a lot. So keep that in your mind. Just because you don't have great company, great friends, that doesn't give you the right to disrespect you or to take yourself lightly, because you are precious. You don't need anyone to make you feel more worthy. You have to be enough capable to actually do that. In this life, everyone is busy. In this life, everyone has their own needs and desires. People come, people go. Some people will say hi and tomorrow they want to know. And this is the reality check of this age. What can we do? We can't do anything. But at least by being honest to ourselves, by being at least happy about who we are, at least trying to cope with everything mentally, emotionally, it is something that we can support ourselves with. And it can be vary from person to person on how you do it, how you deal it. I'm not a great expert on giving advices, but this is what I personally feel, that number one, what should you do is that try to find out a purpose apart from your curriculum. Like, for example, for me it is writing, it is cooking, that helps me, that gives me energy, that gives me hope, that gives me power. It can be anything for you. It can be games, it can be sports, it can be whatever, but don't allow your solitary to overpower you. That is important. Number two would be, try to invest your time in motivating yourself. It can be either through motivational video, it can be either listening to good music, it can be either to movies. I personally love movies because for me, movies is an escape from reality. Like reading a good book is an escape from reality. Same way, like is a movie is an escape from reality. I love watching movies because whenever I watch movie, I feel like, yes, that is my favorite character and I am that character. I know it's a bit cringe, but I feel it. I love doing that. So movies is another escape from it. It can be movie, it can be traveling, it can be song, it can be anything as per your convenience. And number three is that no matter how small and little people you have in your life, give them importance. Make sure that you say how grateful you are. Recall all the precious moments that you actually spend with them, and give them the importance that they deserve, because that is also important. You need, as a human being, we always crave for appreciation, and it just costs nothing to appreciate someone. So appreciate someone. Number four is that if you are abandoning someone, or if you have been abandoned by someone, the least you can do is forgive and forget, because in this way suffering will be reduced or it can end. Just keeping gut feeling in your heart, just keeping lot of happiness in your heart, it will cause nothing but pain. So understand that. So this was my take from my experience. I hope you guys would relate. Thank you. Subscribe to my channel although.